This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, hi, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us start. So yesterday, we were discussing, we will start today one of the new scenario known as a returnable transport packaging material procurement process. Okay, so
Hello.
what is, yeah,
Sir, before yesterday, I will ask one queries regarding where to maintain MRP controller and planner group. Sir, just show me that.
pardon me, can you repeat your question?
Sir, before yesterday's class, uh,
Hmm.
I will ask one question regarding where to maintain MRP controller and planner group.
MRP controller, so let me go to the MRP controller, right? Okay. So why no one is coming offline? I think ఆఫ్లైన్ ఎవరు రావట్లేదు ఏంటండి? ఓకే.
సార్ అక్కడ ల్యాబ్ కూడా ఏం సరిగా వర్క్ అవడం లేదు సార్. ల్యాబ్స్ కానీ ఆడ టైం అంతా వేస్ట్ అయిపోతా ఉంది సార్. కానీ ఇక ఆన్లైన్ కొంచెం బెటర్ గా ఉంది సార్.
ఆన్లైన్ బెటరా? ఓకే.
అవును సార్.
Okay, so I will go to SPRO. MRP controller is a production planning related configuration. So I need to go to the production, then production planning, and demand management. Demand management, yeah, materials requirement planning. What you want to create? You want to create
MRP controller and planner group.
planning.
Yeah.
Somewhere here it will be there here. 1 minute. MRP controller. Yeah, define MRP controllers, right?
Okay.
So define MRP controller and you want to see a planning group. MRP areas. Planning group you want to create.
Yes, sir.
Let us see. Planning horizon. Planning group, right? We define planning groups. Flexible estate, real estate. Flexible planning group, right? Define and assign planning groups. I'm not sure why here it is coming. Define planning groups. You see here it is a planning group, right? But a planning group is not it is not coming under. Okay, so here you can create a planning group. Okay, so if you don't know something, just Google it. In the Google, you will get it.
Yeah, I will done
What
it,
is the
sir.
T code for MRP controller? Huh?
Yeah, I will done it. Just I want to know the exact part. Actually, I will create a water configuration where
MRP controller configuration in SAP. Okay, so SPRO materials management, consumption based planning, master data. Define MRP controllers. Everything you will get it in Google. Then planning group configuration, right? Planning group creation T code in SAP. So OIL3, right? So I will just go to OIL3. Planning group. Maintenance planner group. Okay, but what is planning group, right? SAP planner groups. Oh, planning group. Planning group creation T code in SAP. Planning group or planner group?
No, sir, it's a planner group only. Yeah.
Okay, planner group is OIL3. Okay.
Oh.
Just if you don't know something, just see in Google, you will get it everything. Okay, so the next scenario is a returnable transport packaging material procurement process. So we will see what is a returnable transport material procurement process. So returnable transport material procurement process is, let us say there is a company or the purchasing department, right? So there is a company or purchasing department. So the purchasing department is IN47. Let us say purchasing, there is one vendor, let us say BOC gases, right? So I want to buy a gas by using a purchasing department IN47. Let us say I want to buy oxygen or nitrogen. I want to buy a oxygen or nitrogen, but I will place a order only for the oxygen gas. As a company, I will place a order only for the oxygen gas upon BOC gases. But BOC gases will deliver oxygen against my purchase order. But because of the packaging constraints, they will deliver oxygen by filling them in the cylinders, right? So when oxygen came into my company, it will come along with cylinders. Oxygen plus, I will only raise a purchase order for the oxygen gas. But when I receive oxygen, it will be filled into the cylinders, and those cylinders also will be coming into my company. Right? But these cylinders are not owned by my company. It is again, once oxygen is completely utilized in my company, I need to return back that empty cylinders back to the vendor. So how I will be able to return back the cylinders, and what is the process in SAP which we follow to return the empty cylinders to the vendor is known as a returnable transport material procurement process as a special procurement scenario. Okay, so I will be creating oxygen gas as a normal consumable material or any raw material, etc. So I need to create oxygen as a one of the material, and I need to create a cylinder as a returnable transport packaging material. So LEIH is the material type for the returnable transport packaging material. So I will create a oxygen as well as cylinder. Cylinder as a LEIH, which is nothing but a returnable transport packaging material. So let me try to create oxygen first. I will try to create a oxygen for plant IN48, and so I will try to create a oxygen right, cubic centimeters. I will try to purchasing MRP ND. Valuation class I will select 33,000, and I will select standard price over here. So the material is 5153. So material is 5153, and I will create a cylinder as a returnable transport packaging material. So I will go to the MM01 and I will select LEIH is the returnable transport pack material. So I think I need to have an internal assigned material for this. M100 I will try to create. Why you do statement? I think M999 I will try to create. Okay, so I will select, I will go to the organizational levels. So cylinder, right? Cylinder is a cylinder I am going to create as a returnable transport packaging material. So I am trying to create, so M999 is a returnable transport packaging material. Okay, so now I will try to create a purchase requisition. I will create a purchase requisition only for the oxygen material, not for cylinder, right? So I will create a requisition only for the oxygen. Okay, so I am going to create a purchase requisition for only for the oxygen material. I am going to create. Let us say I am buying 100 cubic centimeters of oxygen for plant IN48, storage location 0001, purchasing group is 000, and purchase organization is IN47. Okay, so I just check and save this. So my purchase requisition is 100,48169. 100,48169. So let me try to check if this particular purchase requisition has a release strategy. Okay, so there is no release strategy. So I will now convert this purchase requisition into a purchase order. So I will convert this into a purchase order. So I will go to ME21N. I will give a vendor 7030. So I will select and I will copy. So I will enter the price for the oxygen, right? So per cubic centimeter is, let us say, 5 rupees. I will just check and save it. Okay, so 45000 PO number is 45000 22714. Let me see if there is any release strategy over here. Okay, so do we have any release strategy? Let me see. Okay, so I will release this PO. So the PO is now released. Then what I have to do, I need to do a goods receipt for the oxygen material, right? So I will go to MIZO transaction code. So I will try to do a goods receipt. So I will enter a goods receipt against a purchase order. So this is the PO number. This is the PO number, and but when I receive a material, so he is also supplying a cylinder along with the oxygen material, right? For which I do not have a purchase order available. So I need to capture the oxygen cylinders at the goods receipt level as a non-ordered item. Means you haven't ordered, but because of the packaging constraints, the vendor is delivering the material cylinder as well. Okay, so how you are going to capture the non-ordered item? Okay, for the cylinder, it is a goods receipt against a purchase order. You have a purchase order and you are doing a goods receipt against a purchase order. But cylinder is a non-ordered item. So how you are going to capture when you do a goods receipt? It is via, see, there is one button here known as a non-ordered item, right? You have non-ordered item, right? So just select that particular button as a non-ordered item. So the movement type for the non-ordered item is a 501. So 501 is the movement type, right? So which is nothing but a goods receipt without purchase order. You do not have a purchase order for the cylinder, but still you wanted to do a goods receipt for the same. So this is a line item number 2 in the purchase order, goods receipt. We did it for line item for oxygen. This is the line item 2 for the cylinder receipt. So what is the material number over here which I have created? The material number over here for the cylinder is LEIH, that is M999. And how much cylinders I received? Let us say I received 10 cylinders. I received into IN48 0001 storage location. Again, there is no purchase order for this. This item has not been ordered. And who is the vendor from which I received the cylinder? The same vendor who supplied the oxygen. You need to, since it is a returnable transport packaging material, you need to capture that particular stock against one of the GL account. So I have given a GL account to capture the value of the cylinders. Let me now check. So I have oxygen, I have a cylinder, right? So oxygen is a ordered material, cylinder is a non-ordered material. So I will update 1000 quantity of the oxygen, 10 number of cylinders. So I just posted the goods receipt. So goods receipt number is 1396. So I will see the stocks of this material now. That is M999. How much stock I have? I have 10 numbers of cylinders. And oxygen 5153. How much numbers I have? Correct oxygen. Why there is no stock updated for oxygen? Oxygen number is correct or wrong? The stock is not updated.
I think you did not select
Sorry,
that particular.
it was not checked during
5153.
posting. Posting is not done.
I think we haven't done the goods receipt for oxygen. I
Right
think I
now
haven't
you did not
selected
select.
a item OK button for oxygen receipts. So I will select and I will post it now. So now I will see the stock for oxygen material. So we have a stock of updated 100 cubic centimeters for the oxygen material. So I received a oxygen, I received a cylinder. So the next step is invoice verification process. I will go to Myra. I will only make the payment to the cylinder oxygen which I have received, right? So I will go to invoice verification process. I will give some invoice number. And what is the PO? This is the PO. And I will input the PO number. See, when I am trying to make a payment, I am going to make a payment only for the oxygen, 1000 cubic centimeters of oxygen which I have received, right? So I will be doing a 500 is the error in account determination CAINLB1. CAINLB1. So OB40 LB1. LB1. CAIN tax code I0 LB2 also same issue, right? LB2, and I will try to see LB3 also in one go instead of doing again and again. So now I will try to post it. I think LB4 also I have to do it. Till what level you did the means till what level you progressed for your testing? Okay, so anyone has completed end-to-end one cycle, the initial procurement of the materials for the stock purpose. Did anyone complete at least one cycle?
No, sir, I tried to create the goods receipt, but I'm getting errors while posting the after the while posting the material.
Okay, okay. So now we were able to create a invoice verification. No one created at least one cycle, right?
Yes, sir.
510560. So just listening will not work in SAP. Okay, so now I will do the invoice payment run, right? Payment run is going to be done by using F110 transaction code. So I will go to, if you are able to execute one scenario, the remaining scenarios are just some minor changes, that's it. There is no much complication. So the payment run I'm trying to execute the same way how we executed in case of earlier cases, right? Same steps I am following. And I will go to additional log. Okay, just save this. Okay, I will click on proposal. So this way you need to create a cycle. So now I am able to make a payment to the oxygen gas, right? But there is also a cylinder stock got updated 10 numbers, right? Once those cylinders are completely utilized in your company, you need to return back those cylinders to the vendor. So how you will return? You will create a, why there is not pairing happening? Why it is not coming there? Okay, so I need to, let us say, I need to return back the cylinders to the vendor, right? So how I will return? I will create a returns purchase order. I will create a return How I will create a returns PO for the cylinders to be returned back to the vendor? So I will go to a ME21 in transaction code. I will go to the ME21 transaction code and I will give a vendor number, that is 7030, and the purchase organization is IN47. Purchasing group is 000. And what is the cylinder that I am going to return back? The cylinder material number is M999. So M999 is the material number for the cylinder. Let us say my 5 cylinders are emptied in my company. Then I need to return back these 5 cylinders back to the vendor. So let us say each cylinder value is, and what is the plant in which I have a stocks of cylinders? The plant is IN48. IN48 is the plant, right? IN48 is the plant, and I have these cylinders under storage location 0001. So, but how my system will come to know that I am trying to do a returns purchase order? It is with the help of in the item details, there is something known as you see there is something known as a returns item, right? So you just need to click on select this returns item. That means your system will automatically able to understand the purchase order which you are trying to create over here is a returns purchase order. You see there is something known as a returns item. So I am making a returns purchase order for the cylinder as by selecting a returns item checkbox in the line item details. You see over here there is something known as a returns checkbox. I will just check and save it. So the returns PO that is created is 45000 22 714 715. So this is the returns PO. Let me try to release this returns PO. Oh, there is no release strategy over here, which is fine. Now I need to do a goods receipt to the returns PO, right? GR against a goods P, GR against a return PO. So I will go to MI0. Earlier I have a stock of 10 pieces per cylinder. Now I am trying to do a returns goods receipt. I will just try to post a goods receipt against a returns purchase order. So what will happen when I do I will select item OK, and I am going to do a return for the cylinder from the IN48 and 0001 storage location. So before that I will try to see, I will go to MMBE and I will try to see M999, right? So I will try to see how many stocks I have. So I will try to post a returns PO goods receipt. So the movement type here it is 161, right? So I will try to refresh this. You see earlier I have 10 numbers. Now I did a returns PO. Against the returns PO I returned 5 numbers. So my stock in company became a 5 pieces now. And when you do a returns goods receipt against a returns PO. The movement type that is coming over here is a 161. 161 is the goods receipt against a returns PO. Once you posted a returns PO goods receipt, the stock will be out from the company premises. So this is nothing but for this thing there is no invoice, nothing for the returns PO. Why? Because it is a non-ordered item which is delivered by the vendor because of the packaging constraints. Okay, so any doubts do you have on this session?
No.
Hello?
Yes.
Sir, when I while creating the goods receipt, when I click on the post button, I'm getting an error, sir.
What is that error?
It's showing like posting only possible in periods in company or like.
Yeah, the posting period issue, right? So you have,
Yes.
I think MMRV, right? What is your company code?
SK02.
Okay, so you need to open the posting period, right? Now it is in May 2022, but now you are in June, right? So if you want to open a posting period, you need to go to MMPV transaction code and SK02, right?
Yes.
So put SK02 and SK02 and you put 06, the present period, and put the year and just execute it.
No.
Okay, so now I will go to MMRV. So now it is fine. Now it is the June month.
Oh.
Now it will work for you.
And one more thing, sir, while creating the vendor master, purchasing data view not appearing, sir.
What is the, I think you select the vendor account group as 0001 and try to create. Go to XK01 and select a account group as 0001 and try to create.
Oh.
Okay, maybe you selected a vendor account group for which there is no purchasing data mentioned. Like if you are selecting a employee master data, employee vendor account group, then the purchasing data will not be there. So
Oh.
just try to create for the account group 0001.
Okay, sir.
Okay then, so try to practice this and let me know tomorrow if you have any issues. Okay.
Sure. Okay, sir.
So actually I wanted to see how much practice you did it. So we will try to see in one class what exactly the level of practice you are doing. Okay, maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow I will try to see each and every person's testing till what level you progress.
Okay, sure.
Okay then, we can meet tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.